my name is Lexi and I'm from Portland. Before I tell you my story, please like and subscribe. Ever since I was little, my mom called me a beautiful ball of chaos. I chased butterflies, dug into anthills, got mud everywhere, and opened up everything in the house. Lexi, not the TV remotes. Look, Mom, wires. I found it impossible to sit still, especially when I had to study boring books. Every little thing distracted me, and Mom would drag me back and try to make me focus, but it never worked for long. My grades were already low, but the first time I failed an exam in 4th grade, Mom was panicking. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. How can you fail? I tried my best, Mom. Then we have to try harder. And don't let anyone know you failed, especially the neighbors. Great. My neighbor was my classmate Ben, and his mom was best friends with mine. They said they were friends when they actually just competed with each other all the time over who had the better house, better decoration, and of course, who had the better kid. Unfortunately for Mom, I was losing. Ben's the school topper this year again. Isn't he a genius? Yes, Judy. He also won a chess tournament, the science exhibit, and he's learning French. That's great, Judy. What's your grade, Lexi? I got all C's. I'm average. Liar. You barely got a D. How do you know that? I handed out the report cards. Oh, you poor thing. You sad, sad thing. It's gonna be okay. Ben stuck his tongue out at me. Jerk. Mom was mad at me all night. And for revenge, I placed cups of water outside Ben's house so he walked right into them the next morning. Lexi! Ha! Our mom's competition made us instant enemies, even in school. It didn't help that we were polar opposites in every way. Ben was a total neat freak, while my whole existence was messy. He hated my chaotic desk, my dirty soccer shoes, and my mismatched clothes. He was the most focused in his class, while I was the most talkative. Even my teachers couldn't keep me quiet because my jokes would crack them up. Can you please let us focus? This is not a comedy show. Jealous I'm more popular than you? You're gonna work for me someday. Never, nerd. We'll see, jock. We were constantly butting heads, and the person it upset most was my mom. He's such a smart boy. Why can't you both just get along? I don't like him, and it's your fault. If you didn't keep saying I should be like him, you should be like Ben. He has a bright future. My future was bright too. I was gonna be a pro soccer player, get rich, and buy my own mansion. Easy. By the time we were in 10th grade, Ben skipped a whole grade and started his own website where people could log in and play games together. Not only did it get popular, he started making money. As for me, I was spending all my time training to be the best captain for my soccer team. But my hopes were ruined when one day, the principal gave me some awful news. I'd failed almost all my exams that year. I felt so stupid, and Mom was so furious that she banned me from playing sports. I'm the team captain. I can't quit. We have a national tournament this year. Lexi, you could get kicked out of school. Please, Mom. It's the only thing I'm good at. She wasn't ready to listen. There was no way my team was letting me quit, so we made a plan. We met for secret practice twice every week after our parents fell asleep. One time, I was arguing with my team about something silly on the street. When I saw the light in Ben's room turn on, I convinced myself it was nothing. We barely talked since he skipped grades, and he wouldn't care. But a few days later, it happened. We were at night practice when suddenly, cars upon cars drove into the fields. Our parents! It was chaos. We couldn't run and hide, and Ben's mom was in front of everyone, grinning at me. Ben told me he saw you outside your house at 2 a.m. with your soccer buddies. He did what? Lexi, I didn't know. I called up the parents of your team. And what? None of you are in bed. And I just know Lexi is behind all this. Mom gave me the yelling of my life. And the next day, my entire team ended up in the principal's office. I couldn't let us all be in trouble. The only reason we did this was to include me. So I stood up and took full responsibility as captain. You organized practices at midnight for a whole year? My mother wouldn't let me practice in the day. I wanted to win the national tournament. Well, no one can say you don't work hard, but you broke 1,000 rules. You guys were practicing every single evening in an unsafe neighborhood. I should probably expel you, but I won't. The principal gave me 10 weeks of detention. I was forbidden from participating in any sports, and if I didn't pass every single exam, I would be expelled. His warning left me with pure dread. I was banned from the tournament, and now I had to magically become smart overnight? When I saw Ben waiting outside my next class, I tackled him. Lexi, I'm sorry. Sorry? You ruined my life. I thought you were in trouble, arguing with someone in the middle of the night. I was arguing with my team. And why do you even care? I only told Mom in passing. I didn't know she would go and do all this. Then you don't know her at all. Just leave me alone. I spent that first week doing nothing but failing at studying. The principal assigned a school tutor to me, and when I went to see him, I screamed. You? Yeah, I'm your tutor. No way, not happening. I'm the only one available right now. I would rather fail. Or you could see the best tutor in school and pass. I got up to leave, but he blocked me. I know I messed up. I'm sorry. Give me a chance to fix it. How are you gonna fix it? By calling me a dumb jock? You're definitely not stupid, but you might have ADD or ADHD or something. What? Ben showed me a website. I'm not a doctor and I don't know for sure, but I've been tutoring other kids. The ones like you had this condition. When I read the text, my heart jumped. Inattentive and hyper-focused, careless and anxious all at the same time. This was me. You're not dumb. More like easily bored. He started talking about his tricks that could help me focus, and I was stunned. He was really helping? He taught me chemistry with games where I could win candy or a 5-minute break, whichever I liked. It actually worked out, and I could easily follow my class in school the next day. He taught math with drawings and science with cool, fun experiments. I was really struggling to focus on history, so he took me to a museum. Wow, a T-Rex? Don't touch it. Sorry. When did he get so tall? Wait, why am I blushing? Weird. Every class of ours made me feel more confident and lighter than air. It's so much easier to study when you know you can do it. When I started passing my class quizzes, I grabbed Ben in the tightest hug. It's working. You're a genius. Lexi, you're wrinkling my jacket. Suddenly, Ben's mom appeared out of thin air and pulled me back. What are you two doing? Are you kissing? No. Why are you both suddenly hanging out? Mom, I'm tutoring her. You're not teaching her right now, are you? Let's go inside, Ben. Since then, his mom always interrupted us whenever she saw us talking. So Ben and I started sneaking to the roof of my house if we wanted to chat outside school. Can't you tell her to leave us alone? I can't talk to my mom like that. Why not? She deserved it. She made him work constantly, and she spent the money he made in alarming ways. Cars, new wardrobes, purebred dogs. She bought it all and threw parties to show them off. Ben himself would work during these parties. Why did he let his mom treat him like this? I kept studying hard with Ben, and for the first time, I passed every single exam. Mom and I literally cried buckets of tears, and the principal finally let me back onto the soccer team. Yes! This year, we will win. I had to tell Ben, but he wasn't at school, and when I went to his house, the door was locked. He wasn't even answering my calls. What was going on? 2 days later, I was sitting on my rooftop when Ben turned up, and I gave him my classic tackle. Where have you been? I passed all my exams with a B-. We did it! Lexi, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. I couldn't have done it without you. Our faces were really close, and my heart skipped a beat. I almost thought he was gonna kiss me, but suddenly he pulled away. I came here to tell you that Mom and I are moving to LA. We flew over there to finalize the house. What? You suddenly want to move to LA? When did this happen? Lexi, I don't want to move. It's Mom. She's gonna put me in a school for geniuses. It's hard enough competing here. Now I have to do it there? If you don't want to go, tell her no. I can't do that. It's her dream to live in that house and send me to that school. So you have to do whatever she wants? Are you afraid of her or something? I'm not afraid. Lexi, I'm adopted. What? And that's when Ben told me his biggest secret. He was raised in an orphanage, and when he was 5, his mom saved him from that messy, horrible place. He owed his entire life to her. So, if she wants to live in a castle on a beach, I feel like I owe her that. I owe my mom my whole life too, but I can still tell her how I feel. You won't get it, Lexi. Just drop it. Why did this feel so horrible? Why was it so hard to imagine the next year without him? I promised Ben that I'd drop it, but a few days later when I saw movers coming in to pack their stuff, I just couldn't hold it back. Ben doesn't want to move to LA. He said he doesn't want to compete with more geniuses. He's only doing this to please you. What? Is that what you said, Ben? I waited for him to speak, but nothing came. Come on! I know what you're doing. Girls like you come after talented boys like Ben, like gold diggers. Mom, you can't say that. Stay out of this. And you can't come between me and my son. Stay away from him. Got it? You can order Ben around, but not me. Lexi, I think you should go. If that's what you want, Ben, I will. And you have a right to choose what makes you happy. I marched out of there with my head high. At least I spoke the truth. I decided to stay over at a teammate's house so I wouldn't have to see Ben leaving his house forever. The day I knew he was leaving, I practiced for 5 hours straight. All I wanted was for my team to win the national soccer tournament. Nothing else. Finally, after so many ups and downs, I got to lead my entire team to victory. I was shaking my trophy in the air like a maniac when I saw a familiar face in the crowd. It was Ben. He was here? I'm so glad I came. You're freaking amazing. What are you doing here? I thought you left. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm not leaving. You're what? That's when Ben told me that he'd begged his mom to let him watch my game before he left. But when she refused to do even that, he realized how much she asked of him, and he snapped. He called their agent and canceled their new house and his new admission. You were right. I deserve to be happy and do what I want. Since when did you get so smart? I had an excellent tutor. Suddenly, I heard a scream from behind us. I knew it. It's this girl. She's turned your head all around. Mom, I told you, this is not about Lexi. You said you had a crush on her. He what? Mom, you can't say that. This is why I wanted to move to LA, so you're not distracted by all this. By what? Being a normal 16-year-old who likes a girl? I'm not going to let you stay here. Then I'll shut down my entire website. I'll make us poor again, so we can't move to LA. Ben, have you gone mad? Maybe I have. I want to live a normal life and finish my last years of school here. No one can stop me, not even you. She was raging, but she had to leave because my team started throwing popcorn at her and booing her. The minute she was gone, our team let out an actual cheer. Ben and I hugged each other and my mom joined us. You have a crush on Lexi? You should ask her out. Mom, she'll say yes. She was so upset when you were leaving. Go away! Jeez! Why are they all so embarrassing? She's right, though. You're my best friend, and I want to take you out. Can you be my boyfriend and my tutor? Date me, and I'll get you an A. Okay, it's a deal.